In this video, we are going to add decking, railings, and stairs for our deck and porch. To begin, we're going to go to our foundation plan. We are going to start with the floor to the deck. To create this, I am going to use the floor tool, and we are going to look for the wood finish, wood joist, 10-inch wood finish, and we have to modify this. So we're going to click on it, edit type, we're going to duplicate it, and we're going to just name it wood finish deck and porch. And say OK. Now we're going to edit the structure, and we're going to just delete the structural layer. We don't need it since we already created it. We can leave the oak flooring on and the plywood sheathing. Now you wouldn't put oak flooring outside, but it's okay for our drawing. We do want to click on the oak flooring, however, and make sure that there's a surface pattern attached to it. It does have a 3-inch parallel pattern attached to it, so that's okay. We're going to say OK, and then OK again. And now we can actually draw our floor across our joist. So I'm going to use the rectangle tool, and I am going to just draw my floor so that it runs across my entire decking system. And then I'm going to click the green check mark, and then we'll look at it in 3D. Now the only problem is, once again, is it connected it to top of pier, which is a little too low. If we take a look at our elevations, we're going to see that top of pier is all the way down here. It looks like we actually want to connect it to top of foundation and then raise it up a little bit. So my wood floor is still selected, but if yours isn't, go back to the foundation plan, select the floor, and change this to be top of foundation, hit apply, look at it in 3D, still a little too low. It needs to come up, it looks like 7¼ inches. So the height offset needs to be 7.25, and then hit enter, and then that will raise it up so that it sits properly on top of the decking system. Now it actually does look like it's a little too low still. I'm going to go back to my elevation, and if this is my floor, it looks like if I measure it, I still have 1/4 inch where it's too low. So I want to raise it up another 1/4 inch, so it should be 7.5 inches. And then hit apply. Alright, and then take a look at that in 3D. Your boards should be spanning this direction. Make sure they are, otherwise they would fall through the cracks. So now you're going to go over and you're going to do the same thing on this side. Just take note that your floor, you started it at top of foundation and you raised it 7.5 inches. So we're back on the foundation plan. We're going to go to the porch. We're going to go to architecture, floor, make sure that it's set to top of foundation. And we've got 7.5 inches is our height level offset. Select the rectangle tool and draw a big rectangle from the face of the concrete wall to the very edge of your structure. Make sure your decking is spanning in the correct direction. Hit the green check mark and look at that in 3D. Okay, so both look pretty good. So now to the next steps. We are going to go back to our foundation plan. We're going to start with the deck, and we're going to add a railing. Okay, so we're going to go to the architecture tab. We're going to select railing, and then we're going to use the pick lines tool, and we are going to pick the face of our structure here, and then you're going to hit the green check mark. Now look at it in 3D. You're going to notice there's a bit of a problem. It's either attached to the ground or it's attached to the wrong spot. So to fix this, what it's doing is it's attaching to a host right now. You need to click on the railing and then select pick a new host, and then pick the floor that you just created. It will pop it up to that level. And let's also go ahead and change the railing system. We'll click on it. Let's make it kind of jazzy here and use this glass panel bottom fill. And then we'll go back to our foundation plan and we'll do the same thing where we'll create the railing on the porch. So for this side, we're going to only pick the sides here and here, hit the green check mark. Oh, it must be a continuous sketch, so we'll have to do it one at a time. We'll just do the railing right here, hit the green check mark, look at it in 3D, click on the railing, pick a new host, select the floor, click the railing and change it to glass railing. Then go back to the foundation plan, select railing, pick line, pick the face of this wall, green check mark, go to 3D, click on the railing, pick a new host, click the floor, click the railing, and change the railing type. Now if you look at drawing A401, you're going to see that we have some stairs that come down from this porch, so we're going to go ahead and create those next. So to create the stairs, we need to consider that they're running from the top of this porch, and then they need to stop down here at this level, which we're calling top of footing. So when we go, we have to keep those in mind. We're running up here from like top of foundation to top of footing. So we're going to go to the first floor plan, and we're going to create some stairs that come off of here but then go down to the top of footing. So we'll select stair, and now we have to change our metrics over here. So our base level, which is the bottom of the stairs, we need to define. We said that that base level was defined as top of footing. And then the top level we need to define, and we said that it was going to be, I think we said top of foundation, but I am actually going to work with, let's just say first floor. All right, and then our location line is from the center, and then our actual run width, if we take a look at our drawings, is 8 feet. So we need to select the center of this porch, click on it, and then pull the stairs down until it says 7 risers created, 0 remaining, and then click. Okay, and then we're going to hit the green check mark and take a look at it in 3D. So now you see my stairs are going the wrong direction. So to fix this, you don't have to redraw them, just have to go back to the first floor, click on the stair, and then see this down arrow here? Just click this little arrow and it flips the stairs. So look at them back in 3D and you'll see that they're running from the porch down. Now, however, they're not aligned properly with the porch, so we're going to have to look at them again. We're going to have to look in elevation to figure out how much we need to push these stairs down. So let's go to a side elevation, and we can see that our stairs appear to be overlapping our porch by 4.5 inches. So let's try to click on our stair, and let's see if we can change the top level offset to negative 4.5 inches, which is 4.5, and hit apply. All right, so now it pushed them down. However, they look like they're starting a little bit too far back. So let's look at it in 3D. Yeah, the stairs need to come forward a little bit more. So let's go back to that east elevation, and let's see what it looks like if we move these. It may not work out properly for us. So I'm going to move it to the end of the decking. And now it looks like we have too much of a gap, between our deck and our floor. So let's just make it look correct graphically. We'll go back to that east elevation, and we're going to move this. I'm just going to move it back to where it was so this aligns with this. There we go. Put it in 3D. All right, so now the other thing you might be noticing is that we have some posts running up through the stairs. Well, it looks like those posts need to come down to touch the bottom of the stairs. So we need to change the top level offset. So right now it's set to top of foundation. Let's make it go down a little bit lower, but we need to go back to our elevation to see how low we should go. So the lowest line that we have is this one right here, which is just called foundation. So I'm going to click on my posts, and I'm going to change my top level to foundation and then hit apply. And then I'm going to rotate my building around, and I'm going to select this one and also change this top level to foundation and hit apply. Now it's still a little bit too tall, as you can see from our drawing, so we need to pull it down a little bit more. We're going to measure, and we want it to go down at least 5, let's say 5 more inches. So we're going to say the top offset is a negative 5 inches and hit apply. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to change the handrail to match. So we're going to click on the handrail for the stairs and we're going to change that to the glass panel bottom fill. And we're also going to click on the handrail here and change that to glass panel bottom fill. Okay, and I know you're seeing this error right now and you're thinking, oh, but they don't join. Well, we will fix that when we go to create the roof for the porch. I'm going to do the roof for the porch in a separate video because I'm running out of time here and I just feel like it's going to take a little bit longer to explain.